Hi, boys and girls. We are going to be thinking about how we can work together, ways that we can work together to help each other have a better life. And we are going to read a story today about some mice that were working together to have a better life. But it took them a while to figure it out how to work together and to help each other. We're going to read that story in a few minutes, but before we do, I want to go over our vocabulary sight words. Our first one is conflict. 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 You can see the picture here. The girls in the picture are having a conflict over a ball that they were playing with. And whose ball was it? And they're arguing about it. Conflict means a disagreement. A disagreement. Conflict. Fair. Fair. And the words are up here also. Conflict and fair. Fair is reasonable and follows the rules. When you are playing at school and you have to follow the rules, if you don't and you want to make up your own rules, that is not fair. You have to play by the rules. It is reasonable. Fair. Argument. If you don't play fair, then you will get into an argument. And an argument is a fight that uses words. You argue back and forth, just like in this picture of the girl and the boy playing checkers. And they're arguing probably about whose turn it is or who won. And they're arguing. They're using their words against each other. Argument. The next one that we have is risk. Risk. Look at this picture. See the picture there. Risk is a danger or a possibility that something may happen and it won't be good. A risk is not really good. Look at this picture. The person is wearing the boots and he took a risk in walking in the mud. And what happened? The boot may get stuck, and it looks like it got stuck in the mud. So he took a risk of getting his boot stuck in the mud. Risk. Oh, right down here, risk. A danger or possibility something may happen. Shift. Shift is something you move a little bit or from one place to another. In the story, it talks about shift. They shift their feet. They go from one side to the other. And that's kind of what I do sometimes when I get tired of standing. I shift my feet or over to one foot and then over to the other. And that's a shift. 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 To move something a little bit, one place to another. So we are going to read a story. And I want you to think about the story as we read it. What dangers do these mice face? What animal likes to eat mice? And I'm sure most of you know the answer to that already. And what are the mice looking for? And why? What's not fair? If you look at the picture, you will be able to figure some of the answers to that. But as we read the story, we need to remember to be thinking and listening to understand what the story is about. The title of the story is The Cat's Bell. How can mice work together to keep a cat away? A hungry little mouse peeked out of her hole. Her tummy was rumbling. She could see a table loaded with yummy, yummy good things to eat. The people in her house had finished dinner. Oh, look at all those lovely leftovers, she squeaked. The other mice sniffed and sighed. They were hungry too. So much yummy food, said the little mouse's friend. And we can't have any. It's not fair. The hungry little mouse nodded. The food was there, but so was Max the cat. He was looking at the mouse hole and swishing his tail back and forth. The little mouse, her tummy started to rumble and tumble again. "I'm going to get some supper," she said. "Don't go," squeaked her friend. "You can get hurt." Put her over here. "We have to do something about the cat then," said the first little mouse. "But what can we do?" asked her friend. The other mice were listening to them. "We need to find a dog to chase Max away," one said. "That's silly," said another. "Where are we going to find a dog? Besides, what if the dog chases us too? We can't risk that. Let's just wait until he goes outside. Max will be going outside," said a timid little mouse. "But he could sneak back in," said an older mouse. "That's the trouble. We never know when he's coming back in." Oh, soon the mice were in the middle of a big conflict. They did not agree. One mouse after another shouted ideas out about what to do. Each mouse tried to shout louder than the others. The first little mouse couldn't stand the noise. She put her paws over her ears. Do you think the mice are problem solving? Are they working together yet? Are they at risk? Are they in conflict? Are they struggling? I think so right now, don't you? I wonder what they're going to do to problem solve. Let's find out. Then the little mouse had an idea. "Noise! That's the solution!" she shouted, taking her paws off her ears. "Listen, Max sneaks up on us because he's so quiet. If we hear him coming, we can run away safely." The other mice nodded. "What we need to do," said the first mouse, "is put a bell on the cat." All the mice jumped up and down in excitement. They twirled their tails and clapped their paws. "What a wonderful idea!" Then the wise old mice spoke up. "Yes," he said, "it's a good idea. But let me ask you this. Who will put the bell on the cat?" The mice stopped clapping and twirling around. They looked at each other. Who would take such a risk and put a bell on a cat? "Not me," said the mouse. "Not me either. Not me. Not me." "You do it." "No, you do it." "You do it." "No, you don't." And they pushed and they shouted at each other. None of the mice wanted to get close to that cat. Another argument was starting. Are the mice working together? Are they listening to each other? I don't think so. Do you? Wow. Well, stop, cried the little mouse. There's no need to quarrel. We must all work together. The mice got quiet and shifted their feet. "Well, I know where there's a bell," said the timid mouse. "It's in the children's room." "Whoa, well, when Max goes outside, I'll get the bell," offered a strong mouse. "I can find a ribbon," said the little mouse's friend. "We'll string the bell on the ribbon," said 3 young mice. "And we'll put it where the people will find it, with a note on it that says, 'For Max.'" said two of the grown-up mice. Early the next morning, all the mice were watching when the people came into the kitchen for breakfast. "Oh my! Look at the pretty ribbon with a bell on it," said the woman. "And it's for Max." Oh, she quickly tied it on Max. He looked very silly as he ran to hide, the bell jingling all the way. Every step it was jingle, jingle, jingle. All the little mice were thrilled and happy. They couldn't wait for the people to finish breakfast so the mice could have their breakfast. Boys and girls, did they learn to work together? Are they making a better life for each other by working together instead of arguing and having conflict? I think so. When you help each other and you work together and you listen to one another, you usually can work things out pretty well, can't you? Let's look at our sight words one more time before the end of our class. Conflict, a disagreement, a problem between people. What is the word? Say it with me. Conflict. Is conflict good? No, not in that way. We should use our words kindly to work things out, don't you think? Fair, fair. Say it with me. Fair, fair. It is reasonable. Follow the rules. To be fair, we need to listen to each other carefully and figure out how to fix things and to help one another. Argument. Say it again. Argument. To disagree. To fight with words. Argument. To disagree. Sometimes we do disagree, boys and girls, but then we need to go back to be fair and to listen and figure it out and work it out to help one another. Risk. Say it. Risk. A danger or possibility. Something may happen. Risk. A danger or possibility. Something may happen. You may go jump on your bike and ride off and say, "Oh, I don't need my helmet today. I'm not going to go that far," and ride your bike and you fall and you hit your head. That's taking a risk, isn't it? You always need to wear your helmet. Don't take that risk. So we have to be careful, don't we? Risk, a danger or a possibility, something may happen. Shift, to make something a little bit. To move something. I'm sorry, I said the wrong word, didn't I? To move something a little bit, one place to another, to shift, like the mice were shifting their feet, listening and going, "Oh, oh." So boys and girls, we need to beware that we need to work together and to help one another, to make each other happy and enjoy being together and working together to make our lives better. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.